Hello, welcome to Lawrence. Glad you're with us from Lawrence. Mountaineers put it in play. First swing, that's Haley Green, picking up right where she left off in her match at Kansas State.
I played with a great deal of confidence. Has wonderful length on the outside pin.
El Nadi. Kansas ties it up. Reagan Burns for Kansas. Scored again for Haley Green.
A friendly bounce for the Mountaineers.
Short serve, Reagan Burns dives to get it. London Davis has a block. I think that was Haley Green.
Haley Green puts up a big block. You see that one of them is slowing down London Davis, who's been so good for the Jayhawks all season long on the right side.
Maddie McGath serves. Turner leaves it for London Davis.
So the change-up offensive play. London Davis just got blocked on the right side, so they moved her in the zone. So they ran her in the middle. Turner to get the ball to London Davis in the middle.
Into the net from Bryn McGee. It'll go back to the Mountaineers. Serving has really been a focus for West Virginia. Why?
Well, I mean, that's the name of the game is, you know, when you maybe not have the offensive weapons or the firepower, you have to try to equalize teams, especially a top 10 team, with a tough serve, because then you make the other team become more predictable out of system. Well-handled ball, though, you can see there with that side out from Kansas in system, able to run.
El Nadi now for Kansas. Banjo sends it back. Jayhawks believe in 4.
Such a disciplined block.
Some of us hang better than others.
Fair enough. Although some of us hit more hole-in-ones than anybody ever does in their entire life. So congrats, partners. Second hole-in-one.
Thank you. Kansas now with the lead here in the opening set. Ryan Swanson for Kansas. Swanson again. Ryan Swanson with the block.
We've seen this a number of times throughout this season. Ryan Swanson does the net extremely well.
Got a hand on that one as well. Nice pickup from Sydney Reed. Bryn McGee for Kansas. Swanson cuts the angle in. Point KU.
Contact on Cameron Turner, but because of that, the rule change on that double contact, you're seeing a lot more aggressive setting in the game of volleyball because you know you're not going to be called on it.
Oh, Nadi with a great dig. On a banjo.
Fifth set in the home match here against Kansas State was out, but she's back in the lineup.
On the banjo, got a hand on that one. Back to on a banjo. Up to Swanson. Ryan Swanson's second kill. The point's going to go to Kansas. Ball very tight to the net.
West Virginia.
Off the tape and wide, point West Virginia.
That ends a 7-0 run, but one of the best rotations for Kansas because of the combination of El Nadi's difficult serve, but also her defense on the back row has been sensational as of late.
Quincy Coyle comes in to serve. We were talking about the aggressive serving from West Virginia. Jen Greeny told us that's maybe the quickest way to make a difference in a match for a team that is rebuilding and trying to find its footing, if you will.
I've spent a lot of time on it in practice, and going to the fundamentals, and that's what she's been known at West Virginia.
And not so much on velocity, right?
Yeah, more about placement and more of like on the floor and the trajectory of the ball. You want it really low to the plane of the net.
Coyle with a dig. And big pickup from Maya El-Nadi. Sydney Reed on the floor.
Trend in this match so far. Some great plays on the back row, just sitting in the seam already with 4 digs in this first set.
London Davis in the Kansas lineup. Cameron Turner to serve. There's that ball cleared. Point KU. We talked about West Virginia.
It's true. Kansas is tops not allowing service aces. So that's why this matchup is going to be so interesting, because it's going to be hard for West Virginia to get Kansas out of the system.
Reagan Burns with a dig.
West Virginia.
Lauren Bodley took advantage of it.
Call that gap on the defensive in the back row and left back.
Caroline Bien to serve. West Virginia.
Maddie McGath for West Virginia.
Maddie McGath, just a sophomore, impressed with her level of play and continuing to get stronger and stronger in that middle blocker position.
El-Nadi winds up and puts it away.
Such a fast arm swing. If you're not blocked up their hands, press in time, I mean, she will exploit any type of seam.
Reagan Burns. McGath puts it in play. Dumped over by Cameron Turner. El-Nadi swings. El-Nadi covered there. El-Nadi again. McGath with the dig. Reagan Burns for Kansas. The end from the back row. Painter was there. El-Nadi. Great point for the Jayhawks.
An extended rally, and in a matter of those extended rallies is who's going to better the ball, who's going to put their players in better positions. And it seemed throughout that Kansas started to get the advantage slowly but surely. And then the put away from El-Nadi, who's just been on fire offensively and defensively so far in this first set.
Serve sails just long.
Lauren DeLoe to serve.
Lauren DeLoe, by way of Rutgers and Ole Miss. 2,000 career assists in her career. Good effort from Bodley. Point Kansas.
Stands out about Cameron Turner's her ability, even on the 10-foot line against the grain, able to locate a great ball for her middle blocker on 1 foot to attack.
Turner takes a swing. Tanton was there.
West Virginia.
Ibrahim, we finally see her.
West Virginia, that's going to be Ibrahim with 2 kills already for the Mountaineers. Coming out 2 double-doubles. That's impressive as a middle blocker. In kills and blocks in consecutive matches in the Big 12.
You were telling me about a great middle that you played with that could kind of do it all.
Josie Lima, we get to retire her jersey today.
El-Nadi swings wide.
West Virginia.
right back and scores it for the Mountaineers.
A great and one-on-one opportunity and able to slice it at an angle.
Serve is long.
Both teams with 3 service errors, no aces. So you can see name of the game trying to go back there, serve aggressive. Just haven't came up with that ace, but it's more about limiting options. Try to make your opponent more predictable and where they're going to set the ball based off the pass.
There's Reese attack for Kansas.
Well, she had her coming out party when Kansas went to West Virginia. She played the match before, but started in her first career start against the Mountaineers. Had 5 blocks in that match.
Reagan Burns got a hand on it. El Nadi somehow saved it. Crowd loves the effort. El Nadi again on the floor. Turner out to Swanson. London Davis. Sydney Reed's going to run that one down. Swanson again.
For the junior outside hitter, hitting .429 already in this match.
It's off the Kansas block. Bessie Tampton.
And that ends a 3-0 scoring run for the Jayhawks.
Eileen Painter to serve.
An aggressive swing, and this is a Mountaineers team that, you know, at this point in the season, you're 2-8 in the conference, 8-13 on the year, but I think they've gotten continued to really lock in and getting better and better. They had a good road victory at Colorado.
Swanson for Kansas. Nice throw too, can't you?
They have 500 right now, 4 of 8, 4 kills, no errors on 8 attempts, and you think of that as a batting average, anything over 300, especially for a pin hitter, is fantastic.
Off London Davis. Tanton. The war and
hey, you know what? We talked a little baseball today.
Yeah.
We talked a little golf. You know, what else can we do? Everybody at home saying stick to volleyball.
I get lost in the analytics.
West Virginia.
Mountaineers.
That 5th set couldn't close the door, but that just goes to show you, because we saw K-State here. They're a very talented team. They've lost a couple heartbreaking 5-set matches, but that shows you that they're able to win matches in the Big 12. They're right there, especially anything goes in the 5th set match. No doubt, Jen Greeny and her coaching staff is going to get this West Virginia volleyball program back on track.
Big swing, Maddie McGath. 60. Her 3rd kill. On a banjo. This is wide.
So this is all about trying to get Toyosiana Banjo to either pass this ball, you can see there.
El Nadi. Takes Kansas now to set points here in the first set. Sellout crowd on its feet here inside Horish. Off the tape and wide.
West Virginia. Lauren DeMoe to serve.
For El Nadi. Cameron Turner will put it in play. London Davis covers. Sent back, London Davis, Reese Patak teaming up. Reagan Burns leaves it for Bien. Caroline Bien from Reagan Burns.
but with her platform and Cameron Turner, who digs a lot of balls on right back for Kansas, it's been Reagan Burns.
How about the play from Cameron Turner, flying in to save that one?
Yeah, that one's going to go out, but that's the defense. I'm telling you, find me a better defender on right.
Fearless.
Just such a fantastic read. I mean, she was all over that.
Benton serves. Turner has to run it down. Naughty with the dig. London Davis is hurt. Well, she may have twisted an ankle there.
How it doesn't happen even more because of so much close play at the net.
Bien.
Bien, and a couple of those rotations, and we might see Swanson after that. You got to play with kind of subs a bit, but he said, hey, the ability of Caroline Bien can play front row and back row, and that's the depth that Kansas features, not only on the pins, but also in the middle.
Bien with an ace.
That was more about placement. Deep into the floor, kind of makes you question, oh, is this in or this out? And then when you have a little bit of a doubt with your platform, that can be a trouble.
Bien with another good serve. Atel Nadi.
Nadi was just feeling it today.
Her 7th kill. Green, her 4th kill for West Virginia.
Maddie McGrath to serve.
Maddie McGrath now for the Mountaineers. Ellie Schneider.
Ellie Schneider coming in for London Davis. Big smile because that ball was set a couple feet off.
Almost from a dead stop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, she's the tallest Jayhawk, and they definitely utilize her length.
Lauren Delow, serve.
And a player that moved from middle blocker to the right side now at her time at Kansas.
Schneider!
As she gobbles that one up, hey, something to be said for a player on the bench, ready to go whenever her name is called. She puts away.
West Virginia.
Billy Green says, let's go.
Quincy Coyle to serve.
Naughty there for Kansas on a banjo. Sydney Reed saves it on a banjo with a block.
Oh, are you talking to that? I got my love still. We're good. Play goes on. Big smiles from the senior who has just been so contagious with her energy, her effort. What a senior season for Toyosi on a banjo.
West Virginia.
And the Svetina, the freshman.
In a different number. Sydney Reed typically a number 2, but a couple number changes for the Mountaineers.
On a banjo to serve. Talk about middles that can do it all. I think that's one of them too.
West Virginia.
I just jinxed her, didn't I?
I think that's what they call it.
Eileen Painter to serve.
We saw her last match here.
She had 3 digs and 1 rally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple assists. Yeah.
Exactly.
She's a great volleyball player. Attack.
Oh, that's tremendous from the freshman. That is a long win. See her a lot in non-con, but she has been fantastic in conference play for Kansas.
Swanson turns it back.
Oh, Ryan Swanson, completely nowhere to go.
Teaming up with Patak. That's Patak and Ellie Schneider.
That was a lot of Ellie Schneider.
In the Kansas lineup after the injury to London Davis, and she's come up big. Service long from Cameron Turner. We'll go back to Western Virginia.
That ends a 3-0 scoring run for the Jayhawks. And every time you can get, 3 points in a row, you call that a big point. You like those groups of 3 that you can get.
Look at London Davis there. She tries to stay loose on the Kansas sideline. Appeared to tweak her ankle earlier in the set. Now Caroline Bien for Kansas. We mentioned 1,000 career digs in her career. Cameron Turner with the dig. Just wide from West Virginia from Point, Kansas. If there was a player that would embody a program, Kansas has a great roster, but Caroline Bien, just the unselfishness and the grace.
Steady.
Yeah, absolutely. It
has been, from the moment she stepped on campus, Caroline Bien.
And plays like that. Alvadi has turned back. Maddie McGath.
Caroline Bien is so steady. You look at stats. So many times in service reception. Just nails reading the game.
That block just out of play. Patak says we almost had it.
Give me another opportunity.
Not much of a window there with Schneider and Patak. McGath serves. It's an ace.
West Virginia.
And there's the first ace for the Mountaineers.
You were talking a little physics with Jen Greeny about the serve and the atmosphere in Colorado.
Yeah, that was one of their best serving performances, and she was joking. She said, when I was at Washington State, we'd say, the ball just kind of floats and goes out, but didn't tell them that after. We never as a team, when she was at Washington State, served well here, but wasn't the case for the Mountaineers. That was a big road win against the Buffs. That's a tough place to serve because of the altitude. It just seems to hang in the air a little bit longer. And
how about the give and go to Anna Banjo?
Added to the National Player of the Year watch list, Anna Banjo, because of her play this season.
Big swing but no touch from Haley Green. Good serve from Reagan Burns. Scored for Haley Green, her 7th kill.
It just missed long on that adjustment. They go back and say, I'm going to nail it this time. Gets the use of the hands, the tool off the block.
Oh, naughty. 8 kills.
Even there, can't system, but out of system swing, a smart swing from El Nadi.
Good serve from McCarthy. On a Banjo, hanging there.
Well, even with the connection. in Big 12 standings, and then Arizona, very solid Arizona team. So 2 new members of the Big 12. Kansas has not played in those arenas either, so that's also interesting to note. And what could determine the Big 12 is how Kansas fares on the road at Arizona State, because they just have 1 loss in their Big 12 conference record. Kansas still undefeated, sitting at 10-0 atop the standings.
And you think down the stretch, this is going to be a tougher test perhaps for Kansas down the road than maybe Arizona State.
I just think the way their schedules shake out, I think it's a more difficult back half of conference than what Arizona State does. So that's why that matchup is even more critical.
Turner dumps it over. Sydney Reed was there. On a banjo.
West Virginia.
Danson with the big. Formerly at Auburn. El Nadi puts it down for KU.
El Nadi too. We've seen a roll shot. We've seen different angles. That time shading more towards line.
Maybe clarifying a substitution here, perhaps.
You know, fitting for El Nadi today when Kansas Athletics is featuring their international student athletes, and one fine one from Cairo, Egypt is El Nadi, a long way from home. And I also think that has to be highlighted because, you know, you're so far from friends and family, different cultures. You have to immerse yourself, and I think that is really impressive, and a wonderful student athlete as well, a fine student.
Doing so well in the classroom too. Tough ball to handle for the Mountain.
And Grace Nelson checks in, a sister of Allie Nelson, as Jayhawk fans.
Lysick has got the scorebook and can tell you the exact score. Unfortunately, she's not courtside with us right now.
She's at home.
How about the block from Grace Nelson?
Grace Nelson after a...
What a great addition she's going to be to this team. El Nadi with an absolute rocket into the corner. Takes Kansas to set points.
9 kills, 9 digs, at 8 now to the stat line.
On a banjo, takes advantage, and Kansas. Teams of flip sides. West Virginia serves. Here's Patak. Gets Kansas on the board first.
You know, overall, pretty 2 dominating sets for the Jayhawks. I think the message from Coach Bouchard is, hey, that all goes away. It's 0-0. Let's have great intent in this 3rd set.
El Nadi has it blocked. Looks like a lot of Maddie Mc...
It's in that middle blocker position, but they'd moved her on that side of, I think, perhaps slow down El Nadi.
On the banjo. Blocked. Ibrahim.
At better time, we saw LBs that are just better timed, up and ready for that faster tempo ball to the outside.
Yeah, unless that one stay long, even at 2. The end from the back row.
West Virginia.
And West Virginia coming out after that extended break with so much fire, and that shows a lot about a team and a program.
Whereas this conference is spread out. You know, you're really coast to coast basically now, but I've got to think West Virginia is one of the tougher travel teams in this conference.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the places that it'd go in quick succession too.
Great pancake there from Sydney Reed. Dumped over Cameron Turner.
From the senior All-American.
Ibrahim just wide. Great pickup from McCarthy. Megan Burns with a dig. Ryan Swanson sees the opening.
Run through that because it's too deep, and left can't quite get there either.
5 kills now for Swanson. Ibrahim.
Point West Virginia.
Wonderful set that time, right on her right shoulder. And a couple plays ago, it kind of just went outside of her right shoulder, and she tipped it out of bounds. But that one, much more in stride, able to work with and put away.
Cameron Turner swings. Sydney Reed was there. Canton with a nice save for West Virginia. Oh, on a banjo.
Last season she was good, but this season even better, and continuing that connection between Cameron Turner and her, their second year together.
How about that from Sydney Reed?
So no middle blocker home to put that ball away.
Maynard with a nice pickup. Swanson on the floor for Kansas. There's Haley Green once again.
An outside hitter that are difficult to put away. The ball's really high in the air, coming over your shoulder. You got to wait. You got to time it perfectly.
West Virginia on a run here, Maddie McGath.
Ever since then, it's been a lot of the Jayhawks, and now ahead of the Kansas in set number 3 as they came out, just completely wiped it away and said, hey, 2 sets down, whatever. It's 0-0. Let's start this new set.
Attack.
They might not have the velocity, but she actually is a great combination of both. At 6'3", her athleticism to be able to run down a lot of those balls, but the pace at which she contacts the ball.
Haley Green again for West Virginia.
And again, another out of system. It's a great story too, as Haley Green, as Jen Greeny told me, she was dealing with some shoulder, injury at the beginning of the season, and kind of put her in the middle and worked her on like tipping the ball, but now she's finally feeling good and feeling healthy.
Swanson with a big swing.
Still without an error, which is impressive from Ryan Swanson. So she's utilizing her strength, and that's her ability to elevate and hit over the top of the block, not trying to hit it into the block.
And from the back row.
Once again,
Haley Green.
And good things happen when you. leading all players in this match with 11 kills.
Lindsay Coyle serves up an ace. She was the Colorado. Virginia is number 2 in the league in aces. And again, it's not velocity driven, right?
I mean, it is. That's the last aspect that they add. It's more about placement on the court, and then where, like, locating, in between seams or, short, deep. You're working on those things and their trajectory above the net, and then we'll tack on some velocity. But you got to get those. It's like you're building blocks.
Reagan Burns for Kansas.
West Virginia.
Banton. She's 7-12 digs against Texas Tech.
Molly McCarthy to serve.
Back to Molly McCarthy for Kansas. Scored for Cassidy Tanton.
Line, but you take a heavy swing, you challenge high hands, and good things will happen.
El Nadi.
Oh, there it is, the double-double. The middle blocker just long enough that allowed that seam and opening.
We're even at 12. Cameron Turner.
We talk about her defense on the back row too. I'm going to give her 5'8", but she plays much bigger than that.
Another good serve. Swanson and on a banjo. Both wanted that one. Ryan Swanson puts it away.
It's a dip, right? You're like, oh, come on. I was right in my wheelhouse there.
From the back row takes Kansas to 15. Jayhawks.
A good solid rotation for the Jayhawks with Ayel Nadi going back and serving. Serves aggressive.
Another good serve. El Nadi with a great pickup. Reagan Burns can't save that one. Cassidy Tanton just pounding away.
Hey, talk about velocity.
Yeah.
His firepower.
Put a clock on that one. Swanson. Her 8th kill. Cameron Turner got a hand on that one. Attack. How did El Nadi save that? Haley Green puts it away for West Virginia. Great effort from both sides. Saw Sydney Reed on the floor too.
Sydney Reed to just even keep that ball alive. A libero for West Virginia, and then the effort there, as you mentioned, Ayel Nadi somehow gets a hand on that one.
Attack.
And her first kill. It's a smooth slide from the 6'3" freshman. And we talked about it earlier, as her first start was on the road against West Virginia. And ever since then, I mean, she has just been on a tear for Kansas.
Alnati's in the back row. McGath got a hand on it and ended up short. Jen Greeny wants a timeout.
I think it was just a great, wonderful sense from Cameron Turner. She sensed that Ryan Swanson, her outside hitter, she didn't have her out there because she was coming in to play defensively, so that was the outlet. And she went to the senior that's been so steady today in this match.
We talked about Jen Greeny and what she brings to the table at West Virginia. She was getting her team ready to play at Colorado. You know what the preparation was for Colorado? Beet juice.
Oh, beet juice.
You drink beet juice, and that has some kind of oxidation effect apparently on your blood levels to keep the oxygen. And then when you go to higher altitudes, so she got her team to partake in the beet juice. I don't know if you've tried beet. You probably drink beat juice.
I do like beet juice.
It doesn't taste all that great.
No? Hey, it works.
As Charles Barkley said, if it tastes good, you got to spit it out, right? So it's not good for you. But the benefits of beet juice going to higher altitudes. Who knew? Ellie Schneider for Kansas.
Ellie Schneider once again in the lineup, the sophomore for the Kansas. On the right side, 6'5". Very efficient. Has made the most of her attacks.
I know there's some concern for London Davis, especially back in Ohio. We have seen her standing behind the Kansas bench and the Kansas reserves. Ellie Schneider just wide, so she appeared to tweak an ankle, but I want to say that we have seen London Davis standing, so that is you would think would be a good sign, but probably not going to see her again in this match, I would think. But you know, a lot of concern for London Davis. Lauren DeLoe serves it for West Virginia. The tax says that's down.
She was pretty adamant about that one. She's like, you know, I got that one. I know I did. I think we're going to see a challenge from Jen Greeny. I can understand why that one was close, and her team trying to fight to stay alive in this third set. Down 2 sets to.
Again with the serve. Put away by Maddie McGath, who's had a nice match.
To serve.
And a couple different zones too. Middle in the first couple sets, down the third set on the right side.
Naughty blocked.
West Virginia.
And on the third block in this third set for the Mountaineers.
Looks like Maddie McGath.
Able to make a few adjustments after the first 2 sets. And getting out, especially on the outside, establishing a bit earlier.
Reese Patak is just unstoppable right now.
And her ability not just to go sharp angle and cross court, but also she saw the line was wide open and she was able to attack that zone line.
In with the dig. On a banjo. The low was on the floor for West Virginia. Ellie Schneider.
I think Ellie Schneider coming into the match and able to play at such a high level just goes to show you what it's like in practice. And Coach Richard has said it many times throughout the season, side A, side B. He's like, some days you walk in our gym and you wouldn't know because of the level in the gym, and the depth is one of the highlights of this Kansas team.
Cameron Turner saves it. El Nadi. Back to El Nadi. Relentless.
Make it a double 13 now. 13 kills, 13 digs. 321, which is a solid number, and continuing to do it just on both sides of the ball for El Nadi.
Schneider, way up high. Takes Kansas to match points.
And a huge applause from Caitlin Nielsen, the associate head coach on the sideline for Ellie Schneider. Has worked so hard in training their players, and that's certainly something they're working on. And so to come see it in the game, you see it so much in practice, it has to feel good.
You can just tell all the pats on the back how happy they are for
her.
Schneider.
Yeah,
absolutely. Again, Maddie McGath.
Jen Greeny, she kind of predicted that. I said, hey, who's been really playing well for you as of late? And that is who she talked about, is McGath.
The end with a save. El Nadi. El Nadi. Kansas sweeps. (25-18) here in the third. El Nadi puts the finishing touches on this one.
Well, after West Virginia was up 12-10 in the third set, continuing to fight, it was Kansas that increased their level of play and run away with this one in another clean sweep of West Virginia, able to not drop a set against the Mountaineers. They went on the road and beat them on October 10th, and then just 3 weeks later on their home